Hey, welcome to the Post Gods, a podcast giving you the African Americano perspective on all things football. It's your boy, Mr. Velvet Hoop, aka the Sweet Baby Angel, aka the Chill Babe, aka Rihanna's #1 fan, aka Priyanka Chopra, aka Kiss the Ring. We are Premier League champions again.
Wow. See, I was gonna be nice and magnanimous, and I was gonna say congrats on the title, but now I'm not. They won. Okay, it's over. Blue's a stupid color. Except for on the Magic. Anyway, it's your boy Louis GD, aka Ole Gunnar Lewis, aka
Ole
Rude Vinnisroy,
Rude boy,
aka Nemanja Vidnis, aka Urkel Barbaro, and known as Commodore Lewis on the sticks.
Yep.
We're here. We're back. Midweek, almost.
Almost.
Matches tomorrow. Time to shake off that rust.
The rust of losing to the worst team in the Premier League.
Hey, there's only one side that has not won a waypoint in the year of our Lord 2018, and it's not the squad that we lost to. I believe they wear red. They've worn yellow. They've worn bad blue. They're
Bad Bunny blue.
Their goalie wears a headpiece. North London Football Club. Whoa. Welcome to 2018.
I mean, which one?
Sure, they're both pretty terrible. Tottenham's dropping points like they're trying not to make top four.
Let me just say thank you, Tottenham, so much. If it hadn't been for you all contributing and being y'all, because y'all Spurs, y'all are destined to lose, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to win the Premier League title this week. So I thank you for contributing to the movement. Forever love. I told my cousin, thank you. I love you, bro.
You're a terrible person. We already knew this.
I love you, bro.
As long listening fans of the Post Guys, you knew John was a terrible person, and he's just solidifying his title every day. It is what it is. We knew the season was over a while ago. City joins Manchester United as the earliest club to ever win the
We're not tied. We're the first.
No, this is you tied United as winning with 5 games left. We've done it before. Oh,
I thought for sure we won in record time.
But you know what they didn't do? They didn't tie United on winning in trouble. So anyway, we're not going to go there tonight.
It's okay. It's all right because at the end of the day, we are Premier League champions. And no one can take that away from us. Pep Guardiola, the first ball manager to win a Premier League.
We have to look that up. I'm not quite sure if that's the case.
Why would I lie about that?
Man, you know those old white dudes way back in the day. I guess
Premier League.
Only 20
Premier
years
League.
old. 21 years, 22 years now. It's
1992.
92, so 26
26,
years.
Yeah.
20 and 13 of those are ours. That's cool.
Yeah, so, we got Whiskey Nose winning 13, whatever.
Listen, whiskey's a great drink. It's the drink of his people in his country, so I appreciate it if you wouldn't be so dismissive of him.
Slur Alex.
Wow.
Old Govan Piss Can, some would call him.
I mean, that's what bad people would say.
It's okay. I ain't gonna worry about Sir Alex. He's probably nursing a heart attack right now because Manchester City. We're gonna leave the decade with more trophies than Manchester United. Which
not gonna happen. Actually, there's still 2 more years left in this decade, and
we can't be stopped. We're not gonna be stopped.
You can be stopped.
Kevin De Bruyne, Player of the Year. It's gonna be a 3-time Player of the Year. Mark that down. Gabriel Jesus
gonna get injured again. De Bruyne's gonna get beat up in Russia, so I'm excited for that. They don't, I was worried about.
You think they're gonna beat up white people? They're gonna beat up white boys in
I don't know.
Russia.
They're just gonna get that ginger. Like, it's gonna be all the black people teaming with the ultra-natural Russians to get the gingers. And, that's black unity, and I'm okay with that.
So black people are gonna be teaming up with neo-Nazis to beat up white people in Russia.
Stranger things have happened. It's 2018, man. Everything's up for grab. Tom Brady's out here harassing porn stars, adult film stars. Like, it's cool. Like, this is where we are right now. So,
I can't see that happening ever, but we can always dream. All I know is that Shout out to Visit Company, Kyle Walker, going out to the people, celebrating at the local pub. On the piss, everybody drunk, everybody celebrating. It's such a momentous occasion. We actually were celebrating since January, so it's all good. This was just the tail end. This was like the icing on the cake. It was so beautiful. We have Raheem Sterling, greatest Jamaican of all time.
Wow.
Right after Darren Moore, who was like manager that beat Manchester United for us to win the Premier League title. So shout out to everybody in Jamaica, man. Shout out to my girl Sydney. You can always join the side.
Don't do it.
City's here for you.
No, don't do it.
City's here for you. I will never reject you. I will always accept you in my heart as a Manchester City supporter. Pogba, he's about to come home. Jose's going to give him up. He's going to come to City.
That's not going to happen. That's all Sky Sports, Piers Morgan, upset Arsenal fan rumblings. Please know that's he's getting his news from someone who hacks dead people's phones and who fawns over Donald Trump. Please excuse my partner here. He's very confused.
Pogba,
he's still drunk.
Home.
He's still drunk from his trip to Miami and his happiness this weekend. That's fine. I'm never going to begrudge anyone their happiness, but let's keep it unreckless.
Wow.
Let's keep it 100. Listen.
I actually didn't even watch the match. I watched a little bit of the Manchester West Brom match. And
I was still hungover.
I was on the road back to Orlando, and I was just watching on my phone, and I was like so giddy. Nobody knew why I was like just in the corner, like quiet.
It's always Jay Rodriguez, man. Like even on FIFA, man, he gets me like every 3 matches we play against them. Like it's really frustrating, dog. Like, man, listen, it is what it is. I don't think we're gonna win out, and I didn't think they're gonna lose out for us to catch them. It was a pipe dream.
No, it was not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. For you to actually even imagine that is a joke within itself.
I mean, that's just how the math worked. I don't know what to tell you. It's like that's just math. Like at the end of the day, I didn't create math. It wasn't me. It was the Egyptians, Hotepri. So
shout out Mohamed Salah.
But at the end of the season, we'll look at this City club as
the greatest of all time.
No, as an abject failure, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting to see the narrative of City, even though they were going to win 2 trophies, they're going to be underachievers, and
wow,
I'm just so glad that they're just not that good. And
how we've won the league?
They did, but you underachieved. You fucked up. You could have won against your rival. Could have done it, but you gave up a 2-goal lead. You could have beat another Northern English team to make it to the semis in the Champions League, but got your cheeks clapped on that one too. Like at the end of the day, this is going to be about City fucking up the money. They were great at times, but just like the 2001 Rams losing to the Patriots, they fucked up the money.
How do you fuck up the money after winning a Premier League title? I don't get that. Winning 2 trophies.
I literally just explained it. I just said how you fucked up the money. You did not meet your expectations. You did not meet the expectations of what y'all thought you could do when you were riding high in the greatest club in the world. We're the best club in the world.
We're about to break the record for most points because we're going to win all 5 matches. Do you think we're going to lose to Brighton? Do you think we're going to lose to Swansea? Do you think we're going to lose to Bournemouth?
Man, you're definitely going to lose to Swansea. Tammy Abrams, shout out. Tommy's going to do it for us.
No shout outs.
Yep, I'm shouting him out.
This man pissed on Nigeria. Now he's not going to go to the World Cup.
That's why he's going to be even more mad.
That's not our fault. He should have chose Nigeria.
He's just going to take it out on you anyway.
I can't trust any African that chooses to reject their country.
So what are your thoughts on where does Weah's son play?
He plays for the U.S. U.S. not in the World Cup.
I mean, I don't think Liberia is going to make the World Cup.
So we're not losing to Swansea. We're not losing to Huddersfield. We're not losing to Southampton. We're not losing to Brighton. And we're definitely not losing to West Ham.
Oh, man. Chicharito is going to get your ass for us, man. It's definitely happening. You're going to really doubt the little P like that.
Yeah, I will. This is West Ham. This is a David Moyes managed West Ham.
The little P is going to get you. Just like the princess and the P. You guys are gonna feel it no matter how many mattresses you're lying on.
We're about to have record amount of wins, record amount of points.
But you still have L's. Arsenal went undefeated, and you haven't won Europe. So, like, at the end of the day, like, you're not going to be that memorable because you didn't go undefeated, nor did you win Europe. So, you're going to be an average championship team.
I don't understand what that means. We're the winningest team in Premier League history. How is that a failure? It's not going to be
the same because you have L's, and your L's that you have are pretty ugly.
We're not invincibles.
You're not.
But we still have.
You're not treble winners. You're not champions of Europe. You're not even that memorable. It took you $500 million to do it. Like, I don't understand.
Well, $500 million wins us the Premier League. $500 million wins y'all the Europa League. Says it all right there.
Yes, we conquered a continent. You're welcome.
You did not conquer. You conquered a lower league.
Still continent. So what you're saying is if we're playing Risk, that doesn't count as a continent? Certainly does. I get more pieces.
Y'all are colonizing a small island. That's the Europa League right there.
You've never done that either, so I like why are you here?
You've colonized a small island. We're out here claiming a vast amount of territory.
A slightly larger island that you're not even really colonizing because you took L's.
Y'all are taking over the outer. Y'all taking over the South China Sea, South China Islands.
Are you trying to bring James Bond pots into this? Is what you're doing right now? Bad James Bond pots?
Well, we have Taiwan, Hong Kong, Indonesia, et cetera, et cetera.
Listen.
And the fans love us there, too. So even better.
They love us more everywhere.
Of course, because y'all are the most bandwagon fans in the world.
It's not even. That's disrespectful to all the lifelong fans everywhere, including our Indian
No, you'll
fans.
see when y'all do your stadium expansion and you end up in London and find there are more fans here than in Manchester. Surprise.
No, they won't. Those people drive up the M60 to go see us play no matter what.
Yes, of course.
Just like the great people in Big Orange Country, my Tennessee Volunteers, go every day to fill out Neyland Stadium every Saturday, 102,455 people. That ain't everyone coming from Knoxville. They're coming from Chattanooga, Memphis, Nashville, Charlotte, Richmond, Lexington, Orlando, Savannah.
He's still going.
Memphis again, because Memphis is also the capital of Arkansas and Mississippi.
Wow.
Louisiana, Chicago, Ohio,
Jeez Louise,
Indiana. We come from all over. That's what real fans are. They're a nation of fans. Big Orange Country. We're a country of fans. It's Red Devil Nation. Devils are everywhere.
Manchester United is I guess Tennessee too. It's a neoliberalist dream right here. Yeah,
figure that out. You can't just say stuff.
No. You'll figure it out eventually.
No, man.
No, that's fine.
No, that's disrespectful.
Anyway,
is Tennessee and Manchester United are homegrown
grassroots fans.
Yes.
I'm gonna just let you hold on to that. I'm just gonna say that we're gonna be the winningest team in the Premier League, most wins, most points. Kevin De Bruyne is gonna be our PFA Player of the Year.
Nah, I'm gonna give it to Harry Kane.
Harry Kane's not gonna win it. He's no chance of winning it.
Right, you're right. It's gonna be David De Gea. Finally, the Spanish god, the light-skinned hero.
No,
it's gonna do it.
No, not even close. David De Gea might be a young player. He might lose to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane shouldn't even actually be competing for Young Player of the Year anymore, given his it would make no sense.
Also, given that he's trash,
I could see them giving it to Harry Kane because he's England's hope now after Rooney. I could see him giving it to Mohamed Salah because of the hype.
Salah doesn't deserve nothing.
But Kevin De Bruyne is gonna walk.
Just remember when Ronaldo broke records, he won trophies.
We just won a trophy.
I'm talking about Salah, not you.
I was about to say you got me messed up. They might win the Champions League. They're not gonna win Champions League. This is a joke. Ha ha ha. Hardy hard hard.
Why even say that out loud? Don't get those people hyped up.
Hey,
Beatles ain't die for this.
Yes, they did die for this, for Liverpool to go to the Champions League.
They already got their one.
Unless they were Everton fans.
Wow. They probably were.
They might have been.
Probably were. Makes more sense.
It does. It does make sense.
Like, who would actively want to be a fan of Scousers?
I don't know. Good question. Anyway, this loss, y'all got a lot to think about. Anyway, Pogba's coming home. Let's just say that.
He is home. So he's staying where he is.
He's coming to Manchester. He's actually coming to Manchester this time.
He's staying at his boyhood club of Manchester United.
I could see him going to Juventus.
He's not going back there.
The Pogba out merchants, they're out here. They're a well-oiled machine.
There are a lot of bad people in a lot of places. There were LeBron out people in Miami after they lost to the Mavs, but they came back. People say silly things in times of heartache and sadness, especially when your rival wins. But
true,
we know as the true greatest club in the history of the world, and certainly the greatest club on the island known as England, we'll be okay. And a fair play to the city again. They did what they needed to do. We didn't. I can't say much more else than that.
Right. Everybody else could eat shit because we are the 2017-2018 Premier League champions.
Listen, some of your fans might literally be eating shit because if Philly did it, there's no reason why Manchester City fans won't do it. So you might.
You have a little bit more class than that. We're not like Manchester United fans.
You have class.
Y'all are owned by the Glazers. Let's start with that. From where?
They're not from Tampa.
What team do they own other than Manchester United?
Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Super Bowl champions. My God. Just like Manchester United fans living in the past.
Just because your squad doesn't have a Super Bowl championship. I don't even know who your NFL squad is. Oh, it's the Vikings. Yes, your squad does not have a Super Bowl. So don't even get me started.
Is your squad the Bucks?
They have, by default.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Wow. Might as well be a Rowdies fan on top of that.
A what? No, I've never done that. I have some self-respect. Not much. Listen.
Yeah, because you did big up Barbara Bush II.
The younger. That's what I call it.
Yeah. We got the younger one.
Trying to holler.
Wow.
I've been for a while.
Wow.
She doesn't look like George.
This is what happens when you lose to the worst team in the Premier League.
This has been happening before. I had the same crush when we won the Premier League. When I'm seeing that we're celebrating Arsenal, I'm like, I wish Barbara could be here. Okay, so tell me, why are you like this, man? This has been going strong. I'm a consistent person. If nothing, I'm consistent. Please don't try to put this on current sadness. This is
it's just been exacerbated even more. There's something's going on. Like you said, these are interesting times, strange times. You love Hope Hicks, Barbara Bush, the second,
Barbara
the third.
Bush. I just call her Barbara Bush the younger.
The younger Barbara Bush, yes.
She's much more attractive, and she's not a super terrible person. Okay. You can't help who your parents are.
Yeah. Yes, you can't do that. You're right. Whatever. Anyway, what's gonna happen to United? I'm trying to figure it out. Because City, we're gonna be straight.
Oh, we're gonna be straight too. We have a lot of money to dedicate to defense this summer. Because we need. Sorry, Ashley Young. You did. Hey, you did in Arsenal. Good on you. Shouts out for that. But you're not really left back. In fact, Ashley Young is the Arsenal killer. And I'm going to be sad that he's not going to be playing. I remember when we beat Arsenal 8-2.
Wow.
Ashley Young had a brace, including a beautiful curler from outside the box.
Wow.
And, Valencia, his time is low, and we need to replace. Even though he's sometimes a savior, your savior shouldn't be putting you in positions that need saving. So Chris Smalling, you might need to go. But, I think byke Lindelof will come along, but we'll get some more center backs, some wing backs. And, money's going to flow. The attack will only get more precise.
Marshall's about to go, too.
Tony might be going. I definitely sad to see go. I think he's been my favorite player the last couple of years. Again, Liverpool killer.
But if Pogba's not going and Mourinho's not going, one of them is going to go.
That's not the case. I think. Again, Pierce, please, sir, could you not? Don't you have a golf date with your boy Don?
I'm just saying.
I think you do. So like, if you Sky Sports, please. All right. So at the end of the day, the Pogba Mourinho thing is overblown. They're both professionals. At the end of the day, Mourinho knows that Pogba is not the second best player in his squad. Him and De Gea. They say that way. And he's got his winger in Sanchez. He's got his young boy in Rashford. And his other in Lingard. And obviously Lukaku up front, the greatest. I mean, one of the most prolific black scorers in the history of the Premier League. Soon to be the most prolific.
The only black excellence that happened last week with y'all's squad was West Brom's manager winning the match.
And you know what? Big ups to Jose for recognizing that the season was over and understanding that with Beyonce performing the weekend, with Infinity War about to come out and like most of the white people dying in the Avengers, that this was a time for black people to shine. And Jose realized at that moment that he needed a black manager needed to get his shine in the Premier League. And he knew that England was never going to give them their due unless they beat the greatest club in England. So Jose really actually civil rights icon, really, if you really look at it. Jose Mourinho.
Darren Moore is the Nat Turner of our time. And Jose is the slave master that got his head cut off.
It's a little much. I'd say it's more of a LBJ type relationship.
Wow. That's rich. I'm glad your postmortem involves you being in denial that Pogba or Mourinho are going to coexist together.
They'll be fine
for the next season. Pogba, if you're hearing this, Black Excellence shout out. I'm going to see you. I'll catch you in Miami in July.
I will too. I'll see you at Live. We'll work this out. Pogba,
I'll see you outside of Live. I won't see you inside. I'll see you outside.
Leave me know at home. I got you, dog. Like, let me be your manager. As Twister said in Overnight Celebrity. Shout
out to Twister. Pogba, we got you in Manchester. We got you. We'll make room for you. It's a perfect system for you to thrive in. You'll be set. I mean,
Pogba, they're gonna play that ginger piece of crap over you, and Peppa's gonna be jealous because you have all that hair to dye. So like at the end of the day, you're just gonna make him mad. So don't do that. Jose is just trying to use tough love. Discipline Pogba, a devout Muslim. You've had your greatest moments against our evil rivals, and you're never gonna leave Jesse Lingard like that.
Pogba, if you want to score 2 goals every game, come to Manchester City.
No, if you want to score 2 goals every game, just think of every club as you play as Manchester City. Major key.
Wow. Thank you. Anyway, thank you for the really gracious respect, the guard of honor, I would say, and being humble.
Ain't gonna be us. So
thank you for being humble for calling, and they're gonna raise the Champions League. I'm thinking
never gonna happen.
I'm thinking about 2019. I'm sorry.
You're thinking about things that are never gonna happen. I appreciate you trying to speak things into existence. That's very admirable. But as someone who deals in reality, just like I'm never gonna dunk on LeBron, y'all never gonna win Europe. It's fine. Like, it's cool.
Okay, save that for next year when you deny that you didn't want to have sex with Tommy Loren.
I literally have never said that. Like, you really gotta stop saying that, dog. Like, I've literally always been anti-Tommy Loren. Like, let's be clear. Her stances and her face.
Go City.
Just never been a fan.
Go City. That's all I gotta say. Go City.
Tell me what you wanna do. I know. Why even try? Do I even want you right here tonight?
Orlando City.
We doing it. We doing it.
How? By hook or by crook again.
We played really, really good against Philadelphia. I'm really proud of the boys.
And loving the homie Dom.
Dom Drive putting work.
Like we are coming together. This could be it. Still need some help on defense.
Right.
We're pretty slow. Our center backs.
Very.
And
we were playing Philadelphia, which is not
a good
They've had a
spot.
bad week.
But
the city in general has had a bad
it
week.
hasn't been great. Starbucks.
I feel
But
bad because I
here's
still
the
be in
thing.
Starbucks.
Here's the thing, yo. Sidetracking the Starbucks. This is gonna happen sometime. Like shit, man. I was afraid of getting called. The cops on me at the Starbucks on campus at Vanderbilt, and it's like
Wow.
in the student center. Everyone's supposed allowed to be there. Like I don't know, man.
You know, see, I mess with a lot of the Starbucks employees. Like they just know me. They know my order already. So it's all like I can be chilling there all day and be like, hey, it's that one guy that orders the same blueberry muffin and passion iced tea every day, every morning. So I have a good rapport with wherever I go. If I go to the wrong Starbucks, okay, I might be getting caught up in the same situation. But thankfully, they're doing a 24-hour racial bias training, which means racism is over now.
Is that how that works?
That's what Starbucks told me.
Oh, okay, true. Well, you know, if you were told by AppleCare that's how that works, and I think they're good to go. I mean, is it the right step? Yes. Is it a cure-all? Obviously not. Excuse me. As long as they don't think of it as a cure-all, like I'm not terribly upset with it. Relatively nimble response for such a big corporation. I don't know, like
That was a garbage response.
it's
Whatever
not
they
the
did was
right.
garbage.
Like I'm not saying they did, but they didn't do the wrong. They didn't double down. At least they suspended the manager. They may even get rid of him. I don't know. I do think a lot of it has to do with. I don't think that's corporate policy because people chill in Starbucks all the time, including us colored folks.
Yeah.
It's just you do have to wonder who gets promoted to these situations to let this happen, and you also have to wonder, and we don't have to wonder. Cops suck.
Right.
So hey, the big question is, Philly again hired their new super progressive, as he told us, prosecutor. What will he do about this? Will he have any leverage or say so in how these cops overreacted? That'll be very interesting to see. That's really what the main thing I want to see out of this is what will be his reaction to these cops doing something that's completely unnecessary.
We'll see. If they can free Meek, they can put the police under more accountability. That's all I'm saying. It's like they're going to put the union under accountability because they got stomped by our Orlando City Lions.
True.
It's what it is. Kleshin, I was hating on Kleshin in the beginning of the season.
He's coming around.
Great assist to Dom Dwyer.
Man, he dropped that in there, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
that was sweet. That's
the stuff that you try to do on FIFA that doesn't actually work all the time.
FIFA 09, 10, I used to do it all the time with Gerard.
14, I was pretty good at. Yep, I farted. 14, the lob through pass was pretty good. But that one, like, it does not work anymore. Central defenders are way too good now.
Yeah.
And, like, no one can kick it far enough. It's really
Right.
stupid. It's annoying because I still do it a lot.
It sucks.
But, yeah, I mean, hopefully we can make it, 4 in a row? Who are we playing this week?
Let's check it out.
Check it out.
We are playing San Jose at home.
And San Jose has had a terrible run of form.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
This could be it. Could we do if we do a 4 in a row? Ooh, I might be. When are we playing? We're playing them Saturday.
Yeah.
So Sunday I have some pool parties to attend. I might just pass out completely drunk if we beat them again.
Wow.
If we beat them for the 4th in a row.
I feel good about it. I mean, we're getting a good run of form against. I mean, their teams are bad, but you can only beat who you're in front of.
Yeah, you can only play who's in front of you, and we need to get ahead.
Yeah.
Some other related news. Guadalajara beat Toronto FC 2-1 in the first leg of the final of the CONCACAF Champions League. Toronto looks to be the first non-Latin American team to win the title, correct?
Yep. And they lost at home too, which is not promising.
Does not bode. I really don't like Toronto. Is Javinko back? He's playing for
Giovinco is back.
because he was playing for who? Napoli.
No, before he left.
Wasn't he on loan to some European squad?
No, he played for Juventus, and then he transferred to Toronto.
Okay, so
he was never on loan.
Toronto's been pretty dominant last couple of years in MLS. They've stolen some matches from us. I remember, I think we let friggin' Josie score in like the 85th minute on like a blown through ball, like where two defenders whiff on it. It just leads in 1-on-1. So I don't want to do it.
When you're hooking up with Sloan Stevens, like luck just happens to you.
Yeah,
Did you want Toronto to win?
I don't know. Like that's the problem. Like I kind of do, but man, this might also be my national championship game for the college football final type calculation. Is like, do I want a new squad to big up themselves? Not really.
Nah.
But do I want Alabama to win again? Not really. Same thing.
Toronto, not necessarily our rivals in terms of winning, but they're still our rivals. So for me, it's Guadalajara.
I mean, I'm not averse to that. Like, I don't know. It's kind of MLS pride.
I don't need any.
But that's silly.
I don't need Toronto getting a fluke win for people to start thinking the MLS is this great league.
Sure, when Orlando City wins the CONCACAF Champions League, they won't know MLS is great.
Orlando
City wins, makes the playoffs.
It's kind of like when England when United won the Champions League. No, not. I'm not gonna hit United. When United and Chelsea played in the Champions League final, and we thought England was this great force, and then they end up not qualifying. Well, they didn't qualify for EuroLeague or Europa.
Yeah, but they didn't have.
I keep messing up.
They didn't even have that many Englishmen. Well, actually, there were a lot of Englishmen on those squads. More so on United than Chelsea, but they were kind of older. I mean, besides Rooney, it was like Rooney, Ferdinand, Terry, Lampard, Scholes. Oh, okay, there are a lot.
So I'm saying, like, it's one time when English teams were dominating the Champions League. That doesn't mean that did not translate to your national squad or the quality of your league, because there were some good English talent, but not enough to do anything internationally. So I don't want Toronto winning and everybody to believe that the MLS is this strong force. Like, why are we hating on it from the beginning? Even though there's serious cracks in their developing players. And then we shit the bed in the World Cup qualifiers again, or in the Gold Cup. I can't be having that. So for me, Guadalajara, if Toronto wins, so be it. But I'm gonna route Guadalajara, and they've already won. They already won Toronto, so it's gonna have to be a momentum.
Toronto winning by 2 goals. Well, what is it? Is it the same rules, or is it straight up?
I believe it's away goals still apply. I mean, if they're playing 2 legs, it has to apply.
So yeah, Toronto's gotta hope that they get 2 goals there and don't give up one, or they can go. They can still, if they win the match 2-1, it goes to extras. So
yeah,
or PKs. I guess that's good extra before PKs. I don't know. They're capable. The thing is, like, Toronto is capable.
They are. We'll see.
We shall see.
Put myself to work even though I know I don't help. You know me, I'ma be my usual self. Put myself to work even though I know I don't have to.
What are the matchups now for the quarters?
In Champions League?
Mm-hmm.
It's the semis now.
Yeah, it's semis.
It's Roma, Liverpool, Real, Bayern.
Yeah, those are interesting.
It's gonna be intense.
I still think so. That means the final that I said could happen is pretty due. Even though you still believe in Roma beating Bayern.
In the final?
Oh wait, it's Liverpool versus Real.
No, it's Liverpool versus Bayern.
Right. Right. Oh yeah.
Real versus
Yeah.
Liverpool versus Roma.
Oh. I've always been a fan of Wolves. Lifelong. Roma Serenas, one of my favorite stories.
Yeah.
7 Hills of Rome. Gladiator.
The Kanye West song. Vic Mensa.
Just pizza. Trivia, which comes from circuits of roads where 3 roads would meet, a trivium, and people would exchange information.
Wow.
So the Romans gave us the word trivia too. And aqueducts and a lot of Assassin's Creed games. Not chariots per se, but again, gladiators, which gave us football, modern football.
Mussolini.
No. But an interesting use of piano wire. So,
wow.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm all on board for that wine-colored squad. Fuck Liverpool. I hope they score 0 goals. I want Eden Dzeko to prosper, Rossi.
Shout out City.
But maybe Eden Dzeko can get some City revenge for you.
He will, because Liverpool's defense is still Liverpool's defense.
They're as Kyle Kuzma said, it didn't turn out working like he wanted. But as he said early on, barbecue chicken. So I'm excited for that. Obviously, Bayern Real is an interesting matchup. I'm trying to think of when the last time they met up. It's been a while. I don't think they've really met up.
They met last year, remember?
Oh, yeah, we won.
When Ronaldo was offside twice.
Pardon?
And, yeah.
Where?
The video. I'll show you the video.
I mean, anyone can doctor a video.
Wow.
We landed on the moon.
Bayern, where y'all were cheated out of the Champions League final. It's okay.
Because you're just going to straight up lose this time. Not going to get cheated out of it. Ronaldo is on a mission. He's on a warpath. I don't think there's much y'all can do. You still don't have Neuer. So
and they lost Vidal too.
Yep. So Muller, little boy. Lewandowski, he's okay.
Real defense isn't that solid though.
They're not, but their midfield's better, and I think their attack's better. And they've been there. This is just 3 times. This is emotions at this point. Putting on the clothes, going out there, getting
it's the only thing they can play for at this point.
It is exactly, and I think that's real motivation. Bayern, known to disappoint, let me down against Barcelona a couple years ago.
But they have the manager before Pep won the Champions League for them. So it's going to be an interesting battle.
It is. But again, like you said, nothing for Real to play for. They're securely in 4th, so they'll be back next year. But they're going to win. So
but
they'll
actually,
be back last year.
At the same time, Bayern has nothing to play for either but the Champions League. They wrapped up the league.
They did wrap up their league.
And the League Cup.
I just don't think they're talented enough. I think the tiki-taki isn't going to work. It's nice while you did it, but Bayern, I've believed in you too many times. You let me down too many times. I should do one.
If the referee stopped messing up, Bayern have a chance.
Man, when is Ronaldo's check ever not cleared, dog? Never, not once.
You're right. It's a good point.
So, I do think these are interesting matchups, only because it kind of did put the two. I don't want to say Real and Bayern are clearly the best, but I think they are the best suited to win. I should say squads versus the 2 more underdog squads. So that's an interesting draw, but I think they used to be a part of the Holy Roman Empire.
I think all these teams were part of the Holy Roman Empire.
I'm thinking of Kiev, specifically, where the final is going to be.
I see.
The Ukrainians, I don't know how they feel about the Germans.
I mean, probably pretty positive now since, a lot of neo-Nazis in Ukraine.
True chains.
I'm just saying.
So, but I'm saying, I'm marking it right here. Real versus Roma final. I think Real gets it done.
It's a fair shout. I'm going with that too.
And then John obviously will be rooting for Roma in the final. Real question is, if Liverpool went to the final, would you root for them over Real?
No, absolutely
not. Good. Woo. Woo.
I really hope both teams lose, but I'm definitely not rooting for Liverpool in any shape of imagination.
What a good person. I actually can't imagine anyone that would root for Liverpool. You must have your priorities not squared away in life, and you must hate every other human and good things. Like, you must not season your food.
Right.
I could not imagine.
You might like Hope Hicks. You might like Barbara Bush, the younger one. You might go to Saddle Up.
Wait a second now. Hold up. I've never, not once. Actually, I've been happy that they've won, but I never rooted for them.
Right. You were happy when they beat us. So
right,
you were
but I
supporting
only
Liverpool.
wanted them to beat you so they could have a more embarrassing loss now.
Wow. That's losing to us wouldn't be embarrassing. The greatest Premier League champions of all time.
Not true. But that's okay.
Let me know why I can't just stop. Don't matter what you gon' do anyway, gon' fucking do it then. So, tell me what you
All right, what top 5 do you have for us today?
Top five
Top five.
favorite albums of all time.
Wow.
I'll go with my number 5. Again, everyone knows this is my favorite collective band. Art Blake and the Jazz Messengers, the original album Moanin'. Again, it opens with the great song Moanin'. Do 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 do. Goes in, Art Blakey killing on the drums. He played the drums. I think he died in the early 2000s. He played to his 90s, just wailing on the drums, and had some great trumpets and saxophones come to his band. But Moanin' is his defining song, and that first album when he put it on there is it. That's my number 5.
Number 5 for me would be Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati 7-Day Theory. Tupac's last album before he died. Well, it came out after he died, but that was the last one he completed. And Living Solid tracks, To Live and Die in L.A., Against All Odds, and White Man's World, Toss It Up, Crazy. It's a solid album. That's the only Tupac album I can listen to from beginning to end. The only album I feel that is not dated, like in its musical flow.
My number 4 album. This one's weird, but it's gonna count. Bernstein's Tchaikovsky 5, performed by New York Phil. Bernstein, the greatest American conductor of all time, maybe even the greatest American composer of all time.
Whoa!
Conducting my favorite piece by Tchaikovsky, and he slows it down, and when he hits that fanfare at the end, it just gets me every time. So shout out Lenny.
My number 4, and this is based off I just listened to this album today at work. MIA Arular. That brought me back to so many memories. Like, this is me at 16 listening to this album. MIA, she just burst in my life. It was just so amazing. And listening to the album again, it's like, what is all the things that I've learned in my time. It's the first time I listened to it since I was 16. So all this experiences I've had, the album makes so much more sense to me now. It's so amazing. So MIA Arular, number 4.
My number 3 album, I'm going to have to go with Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie.
Ooh.
Stevie always brought it, and I think that has some of his most memorable songs. I cannot sing Stevie because he's just too good for me. Except for Ribbon in the Sky. I can sing Ribbon in the Sky. But for the most part, I just can't hit Stevie notes. And
it's okay.
And when you can accept that and just enjoy his music, it makes it even better.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 for me would be Donny Hathaway live.
Oh.
What's Going On? Probably the best. I like that version almost better than Marvin Gaye's What's Going On live. Because Marvin Gaye had a great live cover of What's Going On.
He did.
And the transition to What's Happening, Brother Oh my gosh, it gives me chills every time. But What's Going On, great. The Ghetto, great. Little Ghetto Boy live, the best. No one can sing that song. Well, I mean that's his song, obviously, but Donny Hathaway live, like that's every song on the album was a solid for me. And I love it very much. So that's my number 3.
My number 2, gotta go to my president, King of the South, Clifford Harris, T.I.
T.I. Oh my goodness!
I used to bang Urban Legend on my Palm Pilot.
On your Palm Pilot.
On my Palm Pilot, man. I only had 128 gigs. It was on that SD card. I slide it in there. Just listen to Urban Legend all the time. I don't think I'll ever stop loving Urban Legend and T.I. So I had to go with that one. It has to be my number 2.
Wow. My number 2 is definitely Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. From track 1 to track 11 is just solid tunes. I had a friend today or yesterday try to tell me that Lily Allen was better than Amy Winehouse, and I almost had to walk out the room. I was so disgusted by hearing that. After listening to Back to Black one time, that should already give you your opinion of her. But some people like to make shitty decisions. Some people like to, think that Benghazi was a thing. These things happen. Either way, Amy Winehouse, Back to Black, my number 2 greatest album, favorite album.
So this one's tough. There are a lot of great albums that could be number 1. Some honorable mentions: Baby One More Time, Britney Spears, NSYNC.
Whoa.
Self-titled album, NSYNC.
Whoa.
Obviously, any Whitney album, Thriller, and Off the Wall. And I really wanted Off the Wall to be my number 1. I really did. And it is tied for number 1 because I gotta go with 2. I'm sorry, I didn't want to upset the music gods. So Off the Wall, obviously, my favorite song from Off the Wall is Off the Wall.
Life ain't so bad at all.
But also tied number 1, another instrumental track by my favorite living artist, Sonny Rollins. He only had 5 tracks on this song, his album Saxophone Colossus. But he has, again, from the islands, Sonny, in maybe one of the most famous jazz tunes of all time, which is basically just an ascendant saxophone solo on his tenor. It's a song that his mom used to sing to him as he went to bed, and she didn't know the name of it, but he just named after the island he was from, St. Thomas. St. Thomas, 6 minutes and 48 seconds of brilliantness. The drum solo is ever memorable. His tenor solo on there, unmatched. Is one of the greatest solos of all time.
Man.
And when you add that to also You Don't Even Know What Love Is, which is another track on that, it has to be, for me, it has to be Saxophone Colossus. It's as the Colossus is unsurmountable.
Wow.
That he named it 1956. He'd be known, and Sonny's still here with us today, at like 93, 94 years old.
Whoa, it's like Thanos.
Maybe a little less spiteful and vengeful than Thanos, but and I think he looks for love in the right places.
Good point. I also have a tough decision at number 1 because I could really choose any Michael Jackson album as well. Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous. Dangerous is highly underrated.
Dangerous is mad underrated.
Highly. Honorable mentions, not number 1. Honorable mentions for me: Holes, Live Through This.
Shucks. I got some too.
I know.
I hope you don't choose the one I forgot as your number 1. I hope you do, actually.
I'm gonna go with Dangerous.
Oh.
And I love History. I love Blood on the Dance Floor. I even loved Invincible. Nobody ever likes the album. I loved it.
I'm okay with Invincible.
Yeah.
Isn't Invincible the Free Willy album?
No. That's Dangerous.
That is Dangerous. That's
Invincible is You Rock My World.
Hey, Chris Rock was great in that music video.
Chris Tucker.
They're
Jesus Christ. I could have gone with Prince, 1999. Could have gone with Prince self-titled album, which I also enjoy.
Kanye's.
Could have gone with a lot of Kanye tracks. Could have gone with a lot of Jay-Z. Could have gone with Beyonce. Me, myself, and I. Dangerously in Love. So
Even some Destiny's Child.
I could have gone with so many Rihanna albums.
I know you wanted to deep down in your heart.
I know, truly. But Dangerous for me, highly underrated album. Probably the most amount of jams of any Michael Jackson album. And I love Thriller. And I love Off the Wall too. But you can't beat one, the subtitle track, Dangerous. It's a jam. Remember the Time.
I mean, just again for the thread that homie made about Remember the Time, puts like it makes it undefeated.
Yeah. It really is undefeated.
Disrespectful ass light skinned motherfucker.
In the Closet with Naomi Campbell, still beautiful. Skepta, I'm so jealous of you, even though you kind of nobody likes to hear you talk. Heal the World jam, Black or White. Who is it? Will You Be There from Free Willy? You can't
Jump over me.
Jam with Heavy D. R.I.P. R.I.P. to both of them.
Damn, I always forget about Mike.
You can't be you can't beat it. You can't beat it. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
So that's my number one, Dangerous.
Yeah, so I think we gave you some good ones. Honestly, this also shows that like there's really no clear top five. I think we did this every 3 months. That might change a lot.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, so but that was a fair one. Folks, if you like music, as we just talked about, we talked about some albums. There might be some music out there that you don't know about. It's just you want to hear something.
You definitely don't. You probably don't.
You just want to find something new. Check out 8pounds.com. John, do you like 8pounds.com? You check it out?
I do check out 8 Pounds. I love it.
Yeah, it gives you the lowdown on local music to Central Florida, the U.S., the Caribbean, Canada,
Kazakhstan probably,
Kyrgyzstan. Shout out to my homie Chris Bang from Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
And beyond. It'll give you all the music you want. Please check out 8pounds.com. That's 8, the number 8, pounds.com. Also, if you're on Facebook, you know we're here. Check out us at The Postgods on Facebook. That's our page. If you're on the Twitters, like we always are, we're at Postgods, one word. You can get me at LEWISGD, one word. You got Jonathan at JALINGU.
Yep, Jolingu.
We're out there. Hit us up, quote, retweet us, try to clown us. We will clap back.
We gonna clap back. We gonna clap back. Ja Rule, great albums.
It's true. And but remember, don't get too personal because, as Clifford Harris said, you don't know me.
That's wow. What a way to close it. Yes, hit us up on iTunes. Give us a rate. Give us a comment if you will.
iTunes, Stitcher,
Subscribe.
SoundCloud.
Yes, we have plenty of options for you to listen to our beautiful voices every week. And next time I see you, we will still be Premier League champions. So, hey, you know what this is. It's a celebration, citizens. Grab a drink, grab a glass. After that, I grab an ass.
Oh, wait. One more shout out.
Percent.
Don't forget, Candace Parker, holla at your boy. I'm your biggest fan. I literally spent 30 drunken minutes talking to your brother about how great you were. And you shouldn't be with long four-headed Duke players. So, shout out, Candace.
Yes, just go with the white women-loving Brandy player. Bye-bye, everyone.
Tell me what you wanna do. I know. Why even try? Do I even want you right here tonight? You know me, I'ma be my usual self. Put myself to work even though I know I don't help. You know me, I'ma be my usual self. Put myself to work even though I know I don't help. Let me know why I can't be loving you. Let me know why I can't just stop.